Aquarius. For you, dear water bearer, the month begins with a flurry of ideas and shifting feelings. The full moon in communicative Gemini on the 4th illuminates your 5th house of creativity and play, urging you to express your inner child and to share your heart without fear. This lunation may bring to light unresolved emotions around romance or passion, prompting conversations that release mixed signals and encourage clarity. If an old crush resurfaces, it is an invitation to examine whether the connection aligns with who you are now. As Neptune turns direct on the 10th, your intuition sharpens. Dreams may offer insights into love and friendships, and art or music becomes a soothing outlet. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th ignites your social sector, encouraging you to expand your network and engage with communities that inspire you. This is a wonderful time to mix logic with creativity, exploring innovative ideas that could reshape your career or personal projects. Mars moving into Capricorn on the 15th activates your 12th house of rest and surrender. You might feel drawn to work behind the scenes rather than front and center. Use this period to recharge and to plan quietly, especially if you have been juggling many tasks. The new moon in Sagittarius around the 20th invites you to set intentions for your future hopes and dreams. Take this opportunity to envision where you want to travel, learn and grow in the coming year. With the Sun and Venus entering Capricorn, your attention turns inward. Love becomes more private and introspective, and you may desire deeper emotional security. Communication remains essential. Speak your truth gently and listen to your partner or friends with compassion. In your career, you might be inspired to blend technological skills with artistic vision. Collaboration brings fresh energy, but clear boundaries ensure that you stay grounded. Financially, consider long-term strategies rather than impulsive purchases. Health-wise, your nervous system benefits from regular breaks from screens and noise. Incorporate journaling, breathwork, or meditation to center your thoughts. The month concludes with a call to balance solitude and connection. By honoring both your need for independence and your desire for community, you create space for genuine relationships. Trust that by letting go of past attachments and embracing authenticity, you will attract people and opportunities that resonate with your evolving spirit. Pisces. Sensitive Pisces, December invites you to soften into the flow of life while strengthening the roots that hold you steady. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th of the month lights up your 4th house of home and emotional foundations. This cosmic spotlight encourages you to look within and to nurture the spaces where you feel safe. Heart-opening conversations with family or close friends may bring healing and clarity. If you have been longing for a deeper emotional connection, this is a time to be honest about what you need. As Neptune, your ruling planet, turns direct on the 10th, your dreams and intuition become especially powerful. Insights may arrive through meditation, poetry, or music, guiding you toward your true path. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th inspires you to think about long-term goals and professional aspirations. You may feel called to share your wisdom with a wider audience or to embark on a journey that expands your horizons. Mars moving into Capricorn on the 15th activates your social sphere. Collaborations and friendships become energized, and you might find yourself leading a group project or organizing a community event. The new moon in Sagittarius around the 20th offers a fresh start in your career or public life. Set intentions related to leadership, education, or travel. Visualize where you want to be in 1 year and take small steps toward that vision. When the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn, relationships take on a more serious tone. You are drawn to people who share your values and who respect your boundaries. Singles may meet someone with long-term potential. In love, emphasize emotional safety and soul connection. If a conversation reveals that a relationship is not aligned, trust yourself and allow it to transform or conclude. Financially, Jupiter's influence invites you to dream bigger and to believe in your ability to attract abundance. A creative project may attract attention or support. However, ensure that you balance generosity with practicality. On the wellness front, the full moon highlights your emotional world. Rest and self-care are essential. Take time for journaling, music, or art, which serve as healing practices. Release old patterns that no longer serve you. This month is about trusting your intuition and aligning your outer actions with your inner truths. By listening to your heart and caring for your spiritual well-being, you create a foundation that supports growth in all areas of life. Aries. Bold Aries, December arrives with a blend of enthusiasm and structure that reflects your own fiery nature. The Sun and Mars energize adventurous Sagittarius early in the month, and you feel propelled toward bold goals and higher understanding. The full moon in communicative Gemini on the 4th inspires you to expand your mind, share your ideas, and explore new neighborhoods or cultures. Travel, learning, and creative exchanges are highlighted. Mercury's presence in Sagittarius encourages you to speak your truth, publish your thoughts, or engage in teaching and study. As Neptune stations direct on the 10th, intuitive insights about friendships and long-term aspirations come into view. On the 15th, dynamic Mars enters practical Capricorn. Your focus shifts from exploration to consolidation. You may feel the urge to review long-term plans, set clear goals, and commit to projects that matter. The new moon in Sagittarius around the 20th invites you to envision new horizons. Plant seeds for future adventures, whether they involve academic pursuits, spiritual growth, or cross-cultural experiences. At the solstice, when the Sun enters Capricorn on the 21st followed by Venus on the 24th, the tone becomes more disciplined. Relationships take on a more serious flavor. Early in the month, Venus supports love and harmony, making this an excellent time to deepen connections or attract new partners. After Venus moves into Capricorn, you may crave stability and commitment. In your career, early December is favorable for travel, learning, and collaborations. You might be working with a multicultural team or preparing to launch a course or publication. After the 22nd, responsibilities increase, but so does visibility. Colleagues notice your leadership and perseverance. Financial opportunities may arise through educational or international ventures in the first half of the month. Later, focus on building financial security. Review budgets, investments, and long-term plans. In health, the first half of the month blesses you with high energy. This is a great time to start a fitness program or to participate in sports. After the 16th, incorporate structured routines. Care for your bones and joints with proper stretching and rest. Throughout December, pace yourself. Harness your natural courage, but avoid burning out. By balancing spontaneity with strategy, you will end the year feeling both inspired and grounded. Taurus. For steadfast Taurus, December brings joy, tenderness, and a sense of success. The meeting of the Sun, Mercury, and Saturn in your sky at the beginning of the month creates a cheerful state of mind and enhances your enthusiasm for important projects. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th shines a light on your resources and values. This is a moment to celebrate your achievements and to evaluate how you share what you have. The holiday spirit encourages you to focus on loved ones and to express gratitude. In matters of love, the first 2 weeks invite you to nourish your relationships. Feed the flame of intimacy by sharing affection and avoiding routine. Singles might find themselves meeting potential partners at social events or through mutual friends. As Neptune turns direct on the 10th, your connection to your community becomes more intuitive. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th draws your attention to shared finances or deeper emotional bonds. On the 15th, Mars moves into Capricorn, encouraging you to broaden your horizons. You may feel inspired to plan a trip, enroll in a course, or explore a spiritual practice. The new moon around the 20th emphasizes transformation and shared resources. It advises you not to fuss over small inconveniences, but to focus on long-term goals. When the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn, the second half of December becomes serene. You value careful decision-making, and the astral climate encourages long-term planning. In career matters, your enthusiasm and persistence make you a valuable team member. Projects begun earlier in the year may come to fruition now. Collaborations flow smoothly, especially when you remain adaptable. Financially, this month offers both generosity and caution. Early on, you may be tempted to spoil yourself or others. Later, you realize the importance of budgeting and investments. Consider consulting a professional or reviewing retirement plans. Health-wise, you enjoy steady energy, but it is important to rest. Activities like cooking, gardening, or nature walks bring relaxation. Personal growth involves appreciating your achievements while remaining open to change. Reflect on the past year, release grudges, and make space for new possibilities. By the time the month ends, you will feel more grounded and ready to embrace the new year with confidence. Gemini. Adaptable Gemini, December invites you to balance your busy mind with heartfelt presence. The full moon in your sign on the 4th bathes you in lunar light, highlighting your identity and personal goals. It is a powerful time to let go of outdated habits and to embrace your authentic voice. Conversations become meaningful, and journaling or meditation may spark breakthroughs. If you have been sending mixed signals in your relationships, now is the moment to speak candidly and to listen deeply. Singles gain clarity about what they truly seek, attracting better energy. Neptune turning direct on the 10th enhances your spiritual awareness. Tune into dreams and intuition for guidance. Mercury, your ruler, enters Sagittarius on the 11th, activating your partnership sector. This encourages you to reorganize priorities and to cut ties with agreements or patterns that are not aligned. Structure now leads to long-term rewards. When Mars shifts into Capricorn on the 15th, your focus moves to shared resources and intimacy. You may be motivated to resolve debts, negotiate contracts, or deepen emotional bonds. The new moon around the 20th in Sagittarius is a fresh start for relationships. Set intentions for equality, honesty, and adventure with your partner or close allies. As the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn, you become more serious about commitments and boundaries. Love may feel grounded, and trust becomes the foundation. In your career, the first half of the month encourages collaboration and learning. You might team up on a project that challenges your usual routines. Later, discipline and strategy pay off. It is wise to manage resources carefully and to prioritize tasks that build lasting value. In terms of health, your energy may fluctuate. To stay balanced, incorporate mindful practices and pay attention to your nervous system. Personal growth this month lies in releasing scattered thoughts and focusing on what truly matters. By simplifying your schedule and aligning actions with values, you will feel more centered. Socially, you may find yourself drawn to people who stimulate your mind and support your aspirations. Embrace honest dialogues, forgive yourself for past mistakes, and trust that by letting go of what no longer serves, you make space for inspiration and joy. Cancer. Gentle Cancer, December encourages you to embrace tenderness and to honor your emotional rhythms. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th illuminates your 12th house of introspection and dreams. Hidden feelings may surface, urging you to release fears or regrets. This is a beautiful time for journaling, meditation, and connecting with your intuition. With Venus retrograde energies emphasized in some narratives, you might feel called to reconnect with someone special or to rediscover yourself. Love feels tender, and vulnerability brings closeness. As Neptune moves direct on the 10th, your spiritual practices feel more fulfilling. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th activates your work and wellness sector. A final project may demand focus. Avoid overextending yourself and prioritize tasks wisely. The arrival of Mars in Capricorn on the 15th brings attention to partnerships. You may become more assertive in your relationships, asserting your needs while seeking cooperation. The new moon in Sagittarius around the 20th invites you to set new routines that support your health and happiness. With the Sun and Venus entering Capricorn later in the month, relationships take center stage. You may desire a commitment or deeper understanding. In career matters, a surprise opportunity could come from past efforts. Networking or completing a long-standing project may open doors. Financially, this is a time to review shared resources and budgets. Health-wise, emotional well-being is paramount. Seek quiet time and engage in creativity such as cooking, art, or nature walks. Personal growth this month involves learning to trust your intuition and to communicate your needs clearly. Socially, you may enjoy intimate gatherings with loved ones rather than large crowds. By nurturing yourself and those you care about, you create an environment that supports healing and growth. Leo. Radiant Leo, December rekindles your passion and invites you to shine while also reminding you to rest. At the start of the month, your ruling star the Sun and dynamic Mars travel through fiery Sagittarius, stirring creativity, romance and adventure. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th illuminates your social life and communications. It encourages you to speak up, share your ideas and connect with friends and networks. Venus also stirs passion in your heart, prompting you to open up to someone who truly sees you. As Neptune turns direct on the 10th, your intuition deepens. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th supports learning and self-expression. You may feel inspired to write, teach, or perform. On the 15th, Mars enters grounded Capricorn. This shift brings your focus to work, routines, and health. Leadership opportunities may appear, and you are asked to manage energy wisely to avoid burnout. The new moon in Sagittarius around the 20th provides a fresh start for creative projects and romantic ventures. Set intentions around joy, children, art, and romance. When the Sun and Venus move into Capricorn in the last days of the month, you are encouraged to organize your daily life and to prioritize well-being. In love, passion is high but requires balance. Speak from the heart, but listen carefully. In your career, visibility increases. Use your voice to advocate for yourself and others. Collaboration can lead to success, and a mentor may recognize your talents. Financial matters benefit from strategic planning. Avoid extravagance by budgeting for the future. Health-wise, maintain balance between rest and movement. Sleep is important. Integrate gentle exercises and mindful relaxation. Personal growth emerges as you learn to share the spotlight and to appreciate both action and stillness. Socially, this month offers opportunities for laughter and creative gatherings. By honoring your needs and being generous with your time and energy, you will end the year glowing from within. Virgo. Practical Virgo, December invites you to trust the slow evolution of your plans and relationships. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th draws attention to your public image and career. It encourages you to share your ideas and to showcase your achievements. Conversations with colleagues or mentors may lead to insights about your path. Love, however, will evolve naturally this month. Slow and steady connections provide comfort. Rather than grand gestures, you appreciate quiet moments and gentle communication. Neptune turning direct on the 10th enhances your empathy and intuition within partnerships. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th highlights your home life and family matters. You may feel inspired to reorganize your living space or to have deep conversations with relatives. Mars moving into Capricorn on the 15th energizes your creative sector. Jupiter brings new insight, and an inspiring idea may lead to something big. Trust your inner compass and allow playfulness into your routine. Saturn's influence encourages structure, routine brings peace. The new moon around the 20th in Sagittarius invites you to set intentions for home, family, and inner security. As the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn, love becomes grounded. You may focus on hobbies, romance, or children with a practical lens. In your career, opportunities arise through a project that combines imagination and detail. Collaborations that honor your analytical skills and the creativity of others are favored. Health-wise, small daily rituals lead to growth. Emphasize sleep, nutrition, and downtime. Meditation or yoga offers gentle grounding. Personal growth this month comes from embracing flexibility within structure. Socially, you may enjoy gatherings with friends who share your interests and values. By balancing your careful planning with openness to inspiration, you create a harmonious flow that carries you into the new year with grace. Libra. Graceful Libra, December invites spice and seriousness in equal measure. In love, romantic flashbacks may arise, and passion surges as Venus retrograde energies and Mars bring drama. You crave truth and balance. Heartfelt conversations help to clear misunderstandings and to deepen bonds. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th energizes your sector of philosophy and travel. It encourages you to explore new perspectives and to express your beliefs. As Neptune stations direct on the 10th, creativity and empathy flow more freely. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th stimulates your mind and communication. You may feel compelled to write, teach, or travel. On the 15th, Mars moves into Capricorn, emphasizing home, family, and inner stability. Discipline becomes essential. The new moon around the 20th invites fresh intentions for learning, writing, and sharing. Later in the month, the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn, bringing focus to your domestic life. You may feel the urge to restructure your home or to take responsibility for family matters. In your career, the early part of December requires finishing strong despite slow progress. The results may be delayed, but they will be worth the wait. Discipline now leads to momentum later. Collaborations benefit from clarity and fairness. Financially, review budgets and avoid impulsive spending. Health-wise, emotional growth is emphasized. The full moon encourages you to express feelings and to use creative outlets. Seek support from friends or a therapist if needed. Personal growth arises through honesty and patience. Socially, you may oscillate between lively debates and quiet time. By honoring both your need for connection and your need for peace, you create harmony. Trust that by staying true to your values and taking measured steps, you will build a strong foundation for the coming year. Scorpio. Intense Scorpio, December invites you to go deep or detach where necessary. Love is in the spotlight, and you crave emotional truth. Someone may reveal feelings that change the dynamic of your relationship. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, ask questions. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th highlights shared resources, secrets, and transformation. It is a powerful time to release old patterns and to face fears. Neptune turning direct on the 10th enhances your creativity and compassion. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th activates your finances and self-worth. You may negotiate a contract, start a side business, or reassess your spending. On the 15th, Mars moves into Capricorn, energizing communication and local connections. Planning for next year becomes important. Your strategic mind thrives when organizing documents, schedules, and meetings. The new moon around the 20th invites you to set new goals for income and values. As the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn, your focus remains on communication. Love may come from heartfelt conversations and shared ideas. Career-wise, you prefer working quietly behind the scenes. Your quiet hustle impresses those who notice. You may finalize a project or prepare for a major launch in the new year. Financially, review debts, investments, and joint accounts. Pay attention to taxes or loans. In terms of health and spiritual well-being, protect your inner peace. Clean up your energy physically and emotionally. Declutter your space, engage in rituals that help you release what no longer serves, and spend time in nature. Personal growth comes from embracing both intensity and practicality. Socially, maintain boundaries and nurture relationships that respect your depth. By letting go of drama and focusing on healing and clarity, you pave the way for empowerment and resilience. Sagittarius. Adventurous Sagittarius, December is your month to shine and to release what no longer fits. Love life shifts boldly, new chapters begin or end, and honesty leads to freedom. If you feel restricted, you will crave liberation. If you feel inspired, you will commit more deeply. Look for connections that expand your horizons and challenge you to grow. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th activates your partnership sector, highlighting relational dynamics. Open and heartfelt dialogues can transform misunderstandings into mutual understanding. As Neptune turns direct on the 10th, your home life feels more compassionate. Mercury entering your sign on the 11th sharpens your thoughts and invites you to speak your truth. On the 15th, Mars moves into Capricorn, aligning your energy with practical financial goals. Saturn and Jupiter align to support growth in your career, balance grounding with expansion. The new moon in your sign around the 20th invites you to set personal intentions. This is your cosmic new year. Clarify what you are building and what you desire to learn or explore. A mentor may appear, guiding you to refine your plans. When the Sun and Venus enter Capricorn toward the end of the month, your focus shifts to values and resources. Love becomes more grounded, and financial matters require careful consideration. In your career, there is momentum. You might be recognized for your efforts or offered a new role. Stay organized and maintain your integrity. In wellness, the full moon promotes emotional clarity. Take time to rest and to reset. The new moon encourages self-care rituals that align with your personal growth. Personal growth emerges as you integrate the lessons of freedom and responsibility. Socially, this month is lively. Reach out to friends who inspire you and be open to meeting new people. By embracing both adventure and discipline, you step into the new year with confidence and optimism. Capricorn. Determined Capricorn, December prepares you for a year of steady achievements. Love gets real and rooted. Venus asks if your relationships are genuine and invites you to build connections with depth and honesty. Singles may meet someone with long-term potential. The full moon in Gemini on the 4th highlights your daily routines and health. It encourages you to release habits that drain you and to adopt practices that support well-being. As Neptune turns direct on the 10th, clarity returns to your communication and thought patterns. Mercury entering Sagittarius on the 11th activates your inner world. You may feel drawn to journaling, therapy, or spiritual exploration. On the 15th, Mars enters your sign, charging you with energy and determination. This transit brings big rewards and recognition at work. Projects gain momentum, and you feel ready to map out the coming year. The new moon around the 20th in Sagittarius encourages you to rest and reset before your solar season begins. Set intentions for closure, forgiveness, and healing. When the Sun enters your sign on the 21st and Venus follows on the 24th, you step into the spotlight. Your charisma shines, and others notice your diligence and grace. Love may feel more serious, but in a rewarding way. In your career, recognition and project momentum build. Use this time to present your ideas, negotiate promotions, or refine your business plans. Consistency is your superpower. Financially, stability is key. Review budgets and savings, and make choices that support long-term security. Wellness-wise, retrograde season in early year may have brought reflection. Now, slow down to hear your intuition. Your body may ask for gentler care. Rest is productive. Personal growth this month involves embracing leadership while staying humble. Socially, you may be drawn to intimate gatherings with trusted friends and family. By honoring both your ambitions and your need for rest, you end the year grounded and ready to build the life you envision.